All right, so let's continue our discussion about Revit for electrical design certification preparation. So for this topic, we're going to learn how to define an object's host and then how to move and disjoin the element from its host. And then we are going to learn how to use the element ID and then correct hosting errors. Okay, so for the first one, okay, so by the way, you can see here I have 3 panels and then I have duplex receptacles. So these receptacles are connected to these panels here. So if you are going to hover your pointer to one of the receptacle and then press tab once, you can see that it's connected to panel A. It's pointing to panel A. Same with this one. You press tab once like this, tab, tab, right? And also if you click your receptacle, it says that it's connected to panel A. This one is connected to panel B. This one is connected to C. Okay? Right. So the first thing that we are going to do is, let's say, for example, I want to rehost this or move my panel C. So let's say I just want to move it here. So to do that, you have a couple of options. You can click the panel and then move your pointer over to that panel and then just hold your left click and drag. So you will be able to move it nicely without any issue. Okay? So another way is by using your command. Okay? You can use the move command. So you click the object and then use the move command. You click that. And then just be aware of 2 options that you have here. So you have constrain and then you have here disjoin. Okay? So both are enabled. So what if I'm going to disable? So I'm going to click constrain to disable, and then same with disjoin, I'm going to click that to disable. So I'm going to pick the base point and then I'm going to pick here, and there you go. So nothing happens. So it moves smoothly, no error. Okay, so another way of rehosting or picking up a new host is by selecting your panel, and then look here, you have placement option here or placement panel, and then there's pick new. So it says pick a new work plane. So I'm going to click this one, and then I can now pick a new location for my panel. Okay, let's say I want to place it here. There you go. And then I'm going to select modify. And then I can just pick the tag here and then just relocate it somewhere here to tidy up. Okay, so that's how you rehost it by using your pick new tool. So again, just click the panel and then after that click pick new, and then let's say I want to put it here again, so just pick, there you go, and then select modify. There's no error, so just click the tag and then just line it up nicely. Now I'm going back to the move command, so I'm going to select my panel here and then I select the move command, so I click that. So this time I'm going to, as you can see, constraint is enabled by default, so it's constrained on that direction. Okay, so there's no issue. Okay, now I'm going to select again the move, and this time I'm going to check disjoin. Okay, so let's check the disjoin. So it says here it breaks the association between the selected element and the other elements before moving. Okay, so when action is complete, there are 2 separate elements. Okay, so let's try this one. So I'm going to select disjoin. So it says it will break the associated or the association between the selected element and the other elements before moving it. Okay, so by the way, before I move it, so there's something that I need you to know. So if you click your panel here, look at the properties and then look at the host. So it says that this panel is hosted to this wall here. So you need to be aware of that. So make sure that the host here is correct for your panel. Okay, so that is this. Okay, hang on. So I'll just click this one and then select the move here. Okay, you see it says here, so this is what the disjoin is talking about. It will break the association between the selected element and, in our case, the selected elements and then the host. because currently it's hosted on our wall. So I'm going to disjoin it, click that, and then I'm going to pick the base point here. Okay, so let's say I'm going to put it somewhere here. Okay, so now you can see this warning. It says elements will be deleted. So what are the elements that will be deleted? So I'm going to expand this. So you click that one, and then you'll be able to see these messages here. So warnings may be ignored, elements will be deleted, and then there's warning here. And then if you expand that, you'll be able to see all of this. So these are the elements that we will be deleted if you are going to move, okay, this panel with the disjoin enable. Okay, so these are the elements that will be deleted. So the first one, if you click this, you can see that obviously if you click that, that's your tag. And then also notice that there's an ID here. Okay, so this is what you call the element ID. Okay, so these are the element IDs. Okay, so you can use your element ID to search. So if you know the element ID, you can just type the element ID and then search it. And then you'll be able to find the element using the element ID. So I'm just saying that if you're going to disjoin your panel and then move it, so these will be deleted. So what are these? We know that this is tag, so it will be remove the tag. And then it will also delete the panel schedule connection. Okay, see there, that is connection. Okay, so connection. Okay, so these are the connections. So it will delete all of the connection of our circuit, of our panels. So let's say I'm going to copy this one. All right, so I'll just, maybe I'm going to select that. All right, so I'll just move it here on the other window. Okay, so you can use these IDs to search the elements. So I'm going to cancel this one for the minute. Okay, I'm just going to cancel that. And then let's go to manage. And then if you go to manage, you can see here you have inquiry, right? So you have inquiry. So you can see that you can select here, select by ID. So you can click that, and then you can type here the ID. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. If one of your colleague give you an element ID, okay, you can use that element ID to search that particular element using the select elements by ID. So you can just put here and then you can type. So like in my case, so let's say I want to search this tag here. So based on my copy here, so it says the tag ID, the element ID is 1371132. So if I type here 1371132, and then if I select here OK, you can see that it will highlight here. Okay, so that's the use of your element ID. So let me just go back again here, and there is another option here, IDs of selection. So currently IDs of selection is disabled. Okay, so you will be able to use this if you select an object. So let's say if I select this object here, this duplex receptacle, if I click that one, notice that element ID here, by the way, is not showing, okay, on our instance parameters. So you can only find the element ID of an object by using manage and then looking for inquiry. As you can see, it's now enabled. So you need to select first the object, and then you can see that IDs of selection will be enabled. So I'm going to click this, and then it will tells me now the connection. Oh, I mean the element ID. Okay? Right? And then let's say this one as well, you want to check. So you can select that, and then you can click this button here to check the element ID. So this is the way for you to be able to know what is the element ID of an element. So you can use this for, let's say you want to give this to your colleague, to your client, or to the contractors. Give the element ID if you are doing coordination. So just select the object and then click IDs of selection. So all of the elements in Revit, including the connections, they also have element ID. So that's why when we select this and then try to move it with this join check. So I'm going to pick here and then pick somewhere here. Okay, so if I expand that, so Revit is just telling us that what happens is it will delete all of this. So it will delete the connections. So even the connections has its own element ID. And then it will also delete the connection from the panel schedule as well as the tag. So if we select here, okay, by the way, you can also export this to a report. Okay, you can click that and then you can save it as an HTML report. So you can do that, and then maybe you can also share this to your colleague for them to be able to see the error report in HTML format. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel that one. So for now, I'm going to select here okay, and then let's see what will happen. Okay, so before I do that, so I'll just cancel this one. So I want to see what's the element ID of this. So I click this, and then I go again to manage, and then I click IDs of selection. Okay, so there's the element ID. So it says 137. Okay, so probably I'll just copy this one. Okay, I snap that. Okay, so it's now on my other window. Okay, so there you go. So now I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to move it. So I'm going to make sure that this join here is enabled. So I'm going to pick the base point, and then I'm going to pick here and then see what will happen. So it says elements will be deleted. Okay, so that's fine. I'll just select okay. There you go. So it's now, as you can see, the tags are now deleted. And then if you are going to hover your pointer to your electrical fixture and press tab, as you can see, it's no longer pointing, or there's no longer connection of your electrical fixture to your panel. Unlike this panel here, it still has connection. But this one, if you press tab, no connection, no connection. Okay, and then another thing that you need to understand is I go to manage, I click this panel, and then I go to manage, and then I select this IDs of selection. So I click this. Okay, so this is now what you need to know. Okay, as you can see, it's now different from the original ID. You can see here, this is our original ID for the panel, right? But after we delete, okay, after we move it and then select OK from the error, so it deleted all the connection. And then what happens is Revit created a completely different panel. Okay, so that is what will happen. So you need to be aware of that one. Okay, so you need to be aware that Revit will create a new, completely different element. Okay, it looks the same, the shape is the same, the properties is the same, but they are completely different. As you can see, the ID here is different. So that is what will happen. Okay, so this is what we did. So we select this, and then we move it. This join uncheck. This join is checked, and then move here, and then elements will be deleted. All the connections will be deleted. All of this will be deleted. The tags, you select OK. And another thing is it will create a new element. That's why if you go to manage and then check your IDs of selection, this one is now different. Okay, it has a different element ID. So this family is now different from the original family, although they have the same properties here, but it's a completely different. It's a new one. Okay, the old one is deleted and replaced by a new element. Okay, so that's one thing that I'm trying to say that is important when you design in Revit, because it will affect your design, the connections to your elements. Okay, all right, now let's go here to the other panels that we have. So let's say I want to rehost my panel A somewhere here. So I already showed you how to do that. So let's just click your panel and then select pick new, and then I'm going to pick here. Okay, and then you will notice my panel A is also, you see, it's also following my panel. My panel B is also following panel A. So if I click here So I see my panel B is following my panel A. Okay, so what's the issue there? Okay, I'm going to undo that. So the issue is that if you're going to click this panel B here, okay, look at the host. Okay, so that is what will happen. So you need to check properly when you are placing a family in your model. Okay, because there are some instances we just keep on picking without checking the host properly or selecting the host properly. Maybe what happens here, the modeler, so this is what the modeler did. So I'm going to select this. I'll just select a new one. I create a similar model, and then place on vertical face is selected, which is correct. Okay, it should be placed here on the wall. Okay, so maybe what happens is accidentally our modeler click our A here. So if you click A, okay, so modify. If I click this, as you can see, the host is that surface, that panel board A, right? Okay, which is wrong. So I'm just saying that you need to be careful on picking your host. Okay, but anyway, that's very simple to fix. Just click your panel B and then just pick a new host or the new work plane and then just pick again. So that's fine. So you click modify. So as you can see, it's now changed to basic wall here. And then if you click your panel A to rehost it, pick new work plane and then pick here. So as you can see, it's now solved. Okay. So that's it for this simple exercise. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.